The University of Missouri had a hectic past week with news being plentiful. Student journalists were thrust into covering the week's events, and that was just the case at the student-run newspaper on campus, the Man-Eater. Many of the paper's reporters, like Morgan Magid, had to transition into breaking news writing from their normal duties.
Well, it was really complicated because we had a lot of editors and a lot of reporters doing things that they'd never done before. Like I usually do like music writing, and this week I was doing breaking news and going out and taking pictures and videos of protests.
Magid took on a story based on reactions from donors to the university and put many hours of work into contacting sources and collecting interviews.
The big story that I did was alumni and donor reactions, so I called a lot of donors and I called a lot of alumni and reached out to them on Facebook and just asked them to tell me their stories, whether that was about experiencing racism on campus or why they're going to stop donating.
Hannah Black, another staffer at the Man-Eater, was able to go through many of the articles wrote last week.
I'm a copy editor right now, so a lot of the articles went through me. So I felt like I played a pretty big part in just kind of like filtering through the articles, and it was cool to be able to read a lot of them. Our reporters did some awesome work this week.
Magid believes that this was a valuable experience as a student journalist to be able to cover one of the biggest stories in the country.
It was definitely an experience, like having to learn like when you're allowed to push sources, like when you're not allowed to talk to people. Just like we also talked to a couple like LA Times reporters and like a couple other Mizzou alum who came and talked to us while they were covering the story. So it was nice to kind of be on an equal playing field with everyone.
Evan Lachnit, J2150N.